Okay, I'm just going to share a few tips for braiding for if you're a beginner. Unfortunately, the start of your braid is always more difficult than once you get started. So if you don't have anyone that's going to help you start, then you have to do that part on your own. And I'm just going to say it's harder to do the tightening. So here I've tightened my first row or whatever, my first pass, and I'm going to do a second. And you'll find that you end up it's just the tightening is more for the first few times around. It's harder to get it even. And you'll find that this is even more the case if you're doing a round braid, okay? So don't get frustrated at the beginning, but do keep in mind that tension is the most important part. If you don't get your tension even, your braids look really sloppy, okay? So don't be surprised if when you first start that you have to make more than one attempt. Like take it out, if you've got it loose in one spot, these are all bumpy or whatever, then take it back, learn how to work your tension. And it's just patience. You have to pull each one individually, and you have to do it after every pass, okay? Another tip is if you want to leave your work for a bit, then if it's a flat braid, I use a clip and I'll clip it here. That keeps it together and you get in the habit of always picking it up the same way, okay? Make sure that you know which side's the front and which side's the back. If you pick it up with that clip on it, don't put this side facing you, okay? The side with your tail needs to be on the left, and then you work it from there, okay? If it's a round braid, same thing. Take your 4 strands. I clip it here when it's a round braid, and then when I pick it up, the clip is always on the right. I mean, it doesn't matter. You can clip it on the left, but just pick a convention, and then, because it does matter whether you pick it up this way or this way. It's not going to work, okay? The other thing to keep in mind is that as you work, the braids below, the strands below get tangled. And when you're working with many feet of cord, then it can be a fair bit of work, but you just, again, pull them through individually. After, it's going to be like 10, 15 passes, you're going to get so tangled down here that it's tight and you can't work. So then you have to do all these individually too. So anyway, that's all part of the process, and it results in some fun projects. So enjoy. Check out the other videos, learn how to make some knots and do some braids, and then there's projects for various things that you can make. Personalize your dog leashes or your horse tack or whatever, gift tags. Okay, enjoy.